saying you should take short rides that pay well per mile and per hour that keep you in a busy area. That's what I do. So I made cents per mile and my expenses is cents per mile. It's so weird, man. You have content creators out there telling you like not to use it. Saving money on your biggest expense is always worth it. But I just want to be transparent with you guys because I know a lot of people out there try to show you numbers that are inflated. I'm here to just give you guys honesty. All right, so normally I do a bunch of Lyft, but lately I've been doing more Uber because I've been testing the new Uber Pro. It's been torturous to do it, but I'm doing it for you guys. So if you appreciate that, make sure you subscribe, like. So for the whole month of May, I made $60.40 with Lyft. The reason for this is I have both apps open on my phone at all time. And even though I'm primarily doing Uber, if I see a good ride that I just can't turn down, I'm going to take it. But as you can see, as I pull up my Uber here now, I've been mostly doing Uber. So I'm going to quickly go through and show you the proof from May. And then I'm going to show you the breakdown of my expenses, gas costs, how much I made per hour, how much I made per hour after taxes. I'm going to show all of that. It's going to be a very nice breakdown, but let's quickly go through the amount that I've made so far. So starting May 1st, $202, $251 the next day, $195, right? And that's over 2 hours. A lot of these Sundays that you're going to see is just me finishing quests that Uber may have given me. Now I don't have a quest every week. Uber has been throwing out a lot of quests and I haven't been getting a lot with Lyft. Usually I do get a lot of quests with Lyft, or challenges I should say. But I've noticed that now that I've lost my status, like my elite status with Lyft, I don't see any challenges anymore. And the reason I lost my status is because I've been doing Uber for the new Uber Pro test. So it's going to be interesting to see if once I'm done with that Uber Pro test, if when I get my status on Lyft higher, if I get more challenges or not. So that's something to look forward to in the future. I guess I made my fame by being the driver who would drive 70, 80 hours a week, making $3,000 a week. And I have videos of that. But since I've become a father, I've had to shift my working hours. So I primarily work on the weekends now, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. My schedule right now is I watch my daughter while my wife is at work, typically from like 8 to 5-ish. She gets home around 6, and I could drive on weekdays from 6 till whenever, but I'm a weekend warrior. This is what I am. So this is like the first week of May, the second week, $937 over the course of 3 days, 17 hours online. That's pretty good, right? And again, I'll go through the breakdown of like the hourlies afterwards. You can see the net fare down here, $495. My promotions, $296, and my tips, $144. I have been doing very well with tips lately. I have been intentionally engaging with my passengers more, playing games with them, talking them up, and I've just been doing very well generating tips. I have 60 trips, 3 days, not hard. And then my daughter's birthday was this week, so I didn't drive at all. And this was a busy weekend. I think it was Memorial Week, or I don't know, one of them those Monday holidays. There's so many of them, but Monday holidays are really good days to make money. So yes, it hurt, but it's my daughter's first birthday. A lot of fun. She's a little cutie pie. And then this is the last week of May. Last weekend, I was able to do 70 trips in 2 days. So $882, 70 trips, 20 hours. Net fare was $465.77. My promotions was $243.96. Okay, so this is a spreadsheet that I made that if anyone is ever interested in getting it, if you become a member, you can download it. I track my mileage manually. I look at my odometer and then I type in the numbers that I see, and I have this as my mileage tracker. So there's no mileage tracker more accurate than this one. Yes, it's a little annoying that it's manual. For me, it's what I need to make sure that I'm staying in tune to what's happening. My starting mileage was 137,987, and my ending mileage for the month was 139,810. My business mileage was 1,040. My personal mileage was 783. That is high. I had family coming to town for my daughter's birthday. I was doing a lot of running around, a lot of airport trips. And to make your mileage tracker IRS compliant, you're not allowed to start tracking your business mileage from when you leave your home. It has to be after your first stop. So let's say I leave my home to go do rideshare. I drive to a passenger's house to pick them up. According to the IRS, that counts as personal mileage. So if you want to hold that against me, you can. I just track it for IRS purposes. I wish it wasn't that way. I think it's unfair. It is what it is. I'm not the government and I don't want to get in trouble. With Uber, the total I made was $3,159.31 over the course of 66 hours and 35 minutes, which comes out to $47.45. Of course, that is my online time. That doesn't count the time I spend driving to downtown. It doesn't count the time I spend taking a lunch break. It doesn't count the time I might spend turning the app off because I had a bad ride that took me out of the city to drive back to this city. And I'm being transparent with you. I would love to find a better way to calculate that. In fact, I'm actually working on an app that should help me with that. But I just want to be transparent with you guys because I know a lot of people out there try to show you numbers that are inflated. I'm here to just give you guys honesty. That's it. I got nothing to hide. You want to call me out on something, call me out. You know, I'm the first one to say you're right. With Lyft, just $60.40, only for 30 minutes. Our rate for that is $124.97, but it's only 30 minutes. $3,219.71 over the course of 67 hours and 4 minutes, which comes out to per hour rate of $48.01. All right, so my per mile is $3.10, and that is excellent. Every week I had a bonus and I did the bonuses, and I focus on short rides when I have bonuses. And a lot of people think short rides are like ant rides. And I'm going to make a whole video breaking down why that's wrong. The thing about short rides is I'm not telling you to take the $2.50 fare. I'm saying you should take short rides that pay well per mile and per hour that keep you in a busy area. And that's what I do. My expenses was $326.18. For those of you who are new, I don't have a car payment. This is my second car that I've had since doing Uber and Lyft, and I'm on a debt-free journey. My debt is paid off, my wife's debt is paid off, except our student loans and except for the house. So my expenses, $326.18, and that's just gas and insurance. It's just gas and insurance. That's it. That is my rideshare bill. I did have a car wash membership. I canceled it when I moved. I have a garage now, so my car doesn't get as dirty as it used to. I have a vacuum in my house that I use to keep my inside clean. I'm just always looking for ways to cut my expenses. And there it is. So on a per hour basis, my expense is $4.86. So that lets me know that every hour I'm out there working, it's about $5 that I'm spending on expenses, which to me, that's a little high, but it's also because I'm not working as many hours. The more hours I would have worked, yes, my variable costs would have increased. Like my variable costs would be like gas. My fixed costs, like insurance, would have went down. So my insurance is $126.48. I spent rounding up $200 on gas per mile. That comes out to 31 cents per mile. So I made $3.10 per mile, and my expenses is 31 cents per mile. You can see down here where I track the individual expenses, the date, how much it was. Gas is expensive. I have a 10-gallon tank. If you see me paying $40 to fill my tank, it's because gas is hovering around $4. But I do take advantage of the gas saving cards that Uber and Lyft have, and I recommend you do too. It's so weird, man. You have content creators out there telling you like not to use it or that it's not worth it. Saving money on your biggest expense is always worth it. You just got to do it. You can also see my day-to-day. This is my monthly tax summary. So it calculates my mileage write-off based off of the deduction that we get per mile. And then it shows my taxable income. My income was $3,219. Subtract the deduction for the mileage. My taxable income is $2,465.71. We're assuming a tax rate of 15%, probably going to be a little higher, probably like in between 15 and 20. The estimated taxes will be $369.86. So once you do all that math, you subtract the taxes, you subtract my expenses, my true net after taxes and expenses is $2,523.67, which works out to a true hourly. This is what I walk away with at the end of the day. After government gets their share, their gas, expenses, and all of that, $37.63. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. I didn't do an oil change last month. I did it this month. So that will show up. I also did a transmission fluid flush. So that will show up when I go through June's expenses. But yeah, there you guys go. This is how much I made in May. And, you know, you guys should tell me how much you guys made in May. I'm going to look at the comments and see what you guys are saying before we move on to the next story.